In the very first episode, we are going to be looking at who PooPooHed really is. Now, if you really want to know this, we need to start at the very beginning of when the account was created a few months back. It all started on February the 16th, 2021. This was the day that PooPooHed joined, and coincidentally also the day that the FNaF Squad alt account had joined. Now, there is evidence to suggest that PooPooHed is the FNaF Squad alt account, which was made for fun. However, that rules out the members, so we know it can only be a staff member. Now, the evidence that suggests PooPooHed is the FNaF Squad alt account lies in the very conversation that happened as soon as he joined. Now, if you look at this, you can see that it's almost as if the members are talking to nobody. That is because PooPooHed deleted all the messages that were actually there, that he said. You can also see that Pretzel said, "OMG, it's the real FNaF Squad," which was because the FNaF Squad alt account was indeed called the FNaF Squad. And this definitely proves it. And if you want more evidence, then here you go. Now, the FNaF Squad alt account has gone missing, and that's also evidence to suggest that it is PooPooHed. And my DMs, which I specifically said to the FNaF Squad alt account, are the same messages that I sent to PooPooHed. So, we are all aware that PooPooHed was the FNaF Squad alt account all along. It is now time to go to the second part of this video. We will now go by each staff member one by one. First up is Sloppy. Okay, so we know it's not me, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. The real first suspect is Charles. Now, you may be thinking that since he's a retired staff, he can't really be on this list, right? Well, there's plenty of evidence that proves Charles could be the FNaF Squad alt account, or rather PooPooHed. Even though PooPooHed had deleted all of the messages he sent in the conversation when he joined, many people will still say that at that time it was indeed Charles who was inside the account. During the conversation, I was trying to guess who it was, and PooPooHed revealed himself to be Charles at that moment in time. But later on he retired. Not to mention that PooPooHed speaks nothing like Charles does. And so, with this information, we can rule out Charles. we can also rule out Cola, because Cola, even though he had also logged into the account around the same time Charles did, Cola has been talking the same time the FNaF Squad old account has also been talking as well, so it cannot be him. We can also rule out Kenny because he hadn't been in the server before that. And lastly, we can rule out Sparks and Panda because both of them have also talked during when the FNaF Squad old account was talking, and PooPooHed was active during the time Panda took a break. And I guess we can rule out the cancel and the bots. It also cannot be Camtic, because Camtic usually is very busy, and I believe at that time he was developing a game which he would usually spend almost more than a day on without sleeping. So it definitely can't be Camtic, considering that this also could have been a time that he decided to retire and come back a few months later. So that leaves us with B-Tune and Shamrock. There are two theories that I would like to share. These are things that I think that would be most likely the case. And this section is why I did not explain the things about Shamrock and B-Tune, because I was leaving it for this section. Theory 1 is that it's either Shamrock or B-Tune. Most likely, in my opinion, B-Tune. In PooPooHed's About Me, you can see the way he types things is a lot like how Shamrock types. Shamrock generally puts capital letters at the start of every word, and coincidentally, so does PooPooHed. However, recently we've seen that PooPooHed has used the devil emoji, which is something that B-Tune uses. So my take on this is that Shamrock probably passed it to B-Tune at some point. My second theory is that the account is run by multiple members or staffs, because we've seen a regular change in PooPooHed in the way they type for the things they do. I think that a bunch of the staff could be running the account without telling us. These are my theories, and whether they are correct are up to you. Not all of the cases we take in this series is going to be solved, because some of them aren't meant to be solved. It is up to you whether you think my theories are correct or whether you have your own theory on it. And with those theories out of the way, this is pretty much the end of the video. Now, I worked very hard on this video, and I had to start this video all over again because I accidentally deleted the clips that I used, like permanently deleted them. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribed and liked. That's really all I have to say for this video. I hope you did enjoy and have a good day.